Let's use some math to decide who has the greatest dynasty of all time on today's ThinkShare. Hello and welcome to the ThinkShare. My name is Zach. I'm here bringing to what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to. It doesn't belong math class. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. I'm here with my smart board that I have in class. I'm a math teacher. And recently I got a little bit of haterade thrown at me on one of my videos, and they said that the Steelers are always going to be the greatest dynasty, the Patriots will never win anymore, etc. I looked at the numbers that they were saying, well, they have 6 championships and they've been to the Super Bowl 8 times. And I said, well, we've been to the Super Bowl 10 times. Is it more a matter of how many championships you win to lose, or is it how many championships you make it to, how many championship games? So I wanted to come up with a little bit of a function for my Algebra 2 students out there, not just in my class, all around the world, how we can use some polynomials to actually kind of decide what would be a good way to determine who's the greatest of all time. So here's an idea. It's not the truth, but I think this could be a pretty good measurement. So the first question is it more important to win the Super Bowl, or is it more important to get to the Super Bowl? So what you could do to determine whether either matters is count both of them in, but weight them differently. So first off, we could say, well, a Super Bowl win is worth more than a Super Bowl loss, or an AFC or NFC championship. So let's say first, this is the amount of Super Bowl wins, is this X value. That is most important. Next, let's take the amount of conference championships they have. So we're gonna add it to this one. That goes to the 4th. So it's not as valuable. Next, you could have a number that's, say, total playoff games or playoff wins. Let's do both, right? Still important? What would be the next most important? Maybe just playoff games. And lastly, you could also have the total amount of wins they've ever had in the seasons ever over here. The last part you would have to do is take into account how long they've been a part of the league. So the real last part that we could do here is divide everything by the amount of years that they've been in the league. Now that we have this algorithm, we can put in numbers for each of these and decide whose franchise is the best. Hey, if you're still watching this right now, I want to see if we can get 20 likes on this video. So according to Pro Football Reference, this could be our first possible numerical way of determining who's better. Now again, this algorithm is just what I've made. It's not the truth, it's just one way to do it. We could change these to coefficients instead of exponents. So again, according to Pro Football Reference, well, it would appear based on this algorithm, which again is not the truth, it's just the one that I came up with. Based on this, the Patriots come out on top, 962 to 739. So here's what I'd say. Go ahead and hate, and if you're doing that, put in the comments, how would you change the algorithm? One other thing we could do, but I think this would give Patriots an unfair advantage because I don't think we have the greatest division, is if you were to include division titles in one of these down here, or think about, let me know in the comments, if you were to change something, what would you put for coefficients? For the math nerds out there, I hope you enjoyed this. That's all for today. I hope this answered the questions, or at least inspired people to use a little bit of math to make their point instead of just spewing hate, spewing emotions, and saying that it's logical. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, I invite you to subscribe. Hit the bell if you want more. Thank you for watching. Stay weird, humans.